So, welcome back, friends. We are about to commence a brand new week. Last week was not a very happy one for the Indian markets. We saw that massive announcement of a GST rate cut and rationalization, but markets opened positively on Thursday and nosedived just within half an hour. I had given in my predictions that come 10 o'clock you'll start seeing a fall. Now, people may say whatever. It was not an easy prediction. It was successful. About the next day, I also mentioned that you may see a fall between 9:45 and 10:20. These were all very precisely calculated and given. Now, what is happening, friends? Why are the markets not succeeding? What this income tax cut announced earlier by the learned finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman ji, and the now GST rate cut. Why are the markets not going up? This is a historic rate cut. In many ways, I had recommended also much before, and it would have been a good idea to have been done better much before. Now, there are some things where I feel, there's what is called a feel-good factor. The GST rate cut effects will also come, but why it's not? See, now, for example, there's a threshold limit of 20 lakhs for services and 40 lakhs for products. Now, that remains unchanged. If this would have changed and the compliance burden would have reduced on small, now in 20 lakhs and 40 lakhs, what people would be earning? These are very tiny amounts adjusted for inflation. These are very, very tiny amounts. A very bold move would have been to hike this or to double these limits to 40 and 80 respectively. These would really, because there's a feel-good factor. Shopkeepers, people, they have to file their GST returns, maintain records, and it's very good. But there is also the cost of compliance, right? I want the country to spend more time in innovation. You're seeing the state of the global world is becoming very, very uncertain. What India needs is not to make run-of-the-mill copycat products, but to have their own innovative ideas, and product made in India should become like a brand name. For that, people have to spend time and do thinking in business, not in mere compliance. There are a lot of time of the people is getting spent in compliance. I want that to come down. Secondly, even in the real estate sector, you see the steel, cement, aluminium, these GST rates have been cut, and correctly so. But if the real estate, you think these people, the builders are going to pass on? They're pricing their product on the basis of what they feel is the price of their property. They keep talking about a land cost and and then there are so much expenses they have to incur to the government and all to get a completion certificate, occupation certificate, OC, things like that. A good thing would have been to cut the GST at the end product, the flats, that would have been an excellent idea as well. There are many other areas where, for example, now on Swiggy and all, on the delivery fee, there is a GST which comes in. So on the platform fee, 10 rupiah, 12 rupiah, jo bhi platform fee abhi Swiggy, Zomato is going to take from you, there's going to be a GST on that. A lot of things I realized that were not necessary. It's a tremendous leadership of Prime Minister Modi and Nirmala Sitharaman ji and Amit Shah ji, and I revere them in an incredible performance that they have transformed India into such a that the world has taken notice. But अभी कुछ चीज़ें हैं, जैसे कि क्रेडिट कार्ड के ऊपर अभी ये एक ट्रम्प को लोग बहुत सुना गए, they have spoken so many things. But now, for example, he, when there's a credit card payment, say some amount becomes outstanding, 36% and some banks charging 48% interest. Trump had put in America, he's put a maximum cap, 10%. Bank, look at the bank charges. At every small piece of service that you take from the bank, there is such a charge for ATM fees beyond the 2-3 withdrawals. There is on so many things that is going on. You do a NEFT transfer also, they are charging. SMS alert, they are charging. Sometimes we open a new account and they have not even told them, but SMS alert charges are going on. So all these things plus cross-selling of products. so many people are going through that cross selling of products, which is tough. And loan products, when people not even need the loan, they're being encouraged to take loans. So many things are going on. So I was seeing some statement of people that they were delaying late in payment to credit card. On that, some penalty was charged by the credit card company. Uske upar bhi GST. On that also, on the penalty also there was GST. Now that all adds to inflation. They should never have been there at all. Some things you have to let go to make the economy less inflationary. And I'm sure after these steps, there'll be more steps by the learned finance minister, Nirmala Sitharaman ji, and the team will come out. People are very frustrated that the market has not risen barani because of this GST rate cut. So now many are talking about capital gains tax. तो ये हो गया, ये नहीं चला तो वो चलेगा, वो नहीं चलेगा तो वो चलेगा. पहले इनकम टैक्स रेट कट ट्राई किए, वो नहीं चला, अभी जीएसटी रेट कट. ऐसा नहीं होता है. ये तो जीएसटी रेट कट विल हैव अ लॉन्ग इफेक्ट ऑन द इकोनॉमी एंड इट्स अ गुड स्टेप. इट्स वेरी वाइजली डन, वेल थॉट. इट्स अ लिटिल लेट बट should have been done much earlier. मैं आप जो मेरे वीडियोस देखते हैं, मैंने काफी टाइम से रेकमेंड किया था, बट इट्स स्टिल देर हुआ दुरुस्त हुआ. ठीक है, चलो, दैट्स व्हाट यू से इन हिंदी. नाउ coming to the markets, many people think that Trump साहब has now softened his voice. थोड़ा सा मार्केट कहीं तो पे टॉकिंग करे कि 500-600 पॉइंट ऊपर गैप अप खुल जाएगा. I still feel some uncertainties remain. We are not out of the woods. But don't, ये जो next 4-5 months मुझे जो दिख रहे हैं मार्केट के, 4 months of this year, periods, some periods, very fast fall, furious fall दिखेगा, और कुछ periods में आग की तरह ऊपर भी it will shine like anything. So you'll have to be careful because जो नेगेटिव हैं पॉजिटिव्स के ऊपर जाएंगे या पॉजिटिव हैं जो नेगेटिव के ऊपर जाएंगे, उसके ऊपर से आप पैसे बना सकते हैं. भाई और बहनों, ये टाइमिंग्स अगर आपको मिल गए, यू विल मेक मनी हैंड ओवर फिस्ट. हैविंग सेड दैट, डू रिमेंबर ऑल अवर वीडियोस आर फॉर एजुकेशनल पर्पसेस ओनली. मेरे पास कोई गेट रिच ओवरनाइट स्कीम्स नहीं है जो बिलियनर कई जो लोग बात करते हैं यूट्यूब पे उनके पास होगा. मेरे पास ऐसा नहीं है. मैं बहुत मेहनत करता हूँ, 18 घंटा काम करता हूँ दिन में, तभी ये सब मैं प्रेडिक्शंस दे पाता हूँ. अगर मेरे पास ऐसे जादू के स्कीम होते तो मैं आपको बता देता, लेकिन मेरे पास ऐसी कोई ओवरनाइट रिच स्कीम्स आर नॉट देयर. आई वर्क वेरी हार्ड एंड आई टेल यू माई आउटलुक, और उसके ऊपर आप डिसाइड करते हैं कि हमें लेना बेचना, एंटायरली योर डिसीजन. ठीक है, और किसी आपको कंसल्ट भी करना वो भी कर सकते हैं, पर एजुकेशनल इज माई मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव. तो हमारा ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं कोई भी प्रोग्राम. यू कैन ज्वाइन अवर प्रीमियम प्लस, विच आई थिंक इज अ वेरी गुड, बिकॉज आई ऑल्सो पर्सनली कम्युनिकेट विद पीपल एंड टॉक विद देम एंड गिव देम माई ओन आइडियाज. और कुछ अपने, इट्स गॉट वेरी गुड मल्टी बैगर्स, स्टॉक रिकमेंडेशंस, 10-12 दिन प्रेडिक्शन एडवांस में देते हैं. और सभी के लिए यू हैव द सेम नंबर 9820861044. यू ऑल्सो हैव अनदर स्कीम विच इज 1 week predictions इन एडवांस और 1 day इन एडवांस. तो ये तीनों है, तीनों में से आपको जो पसंद है यू कैन ज्वाइन, बी अ बेनिफिशियरी एंड डू लाइक, शेयर एंड try to put our videos in your WhatsApp group, etc., whichever you are in. I would like to reach the maximum number of people. This period is going to be very, very rewarding next 4 months. पर एक बहुत जिन लोगों को टाइमिंग नहीं मिलेंगे, और ये मेरे जो है मैं ये सब कह रहा हूँ, नॉट ओनली फॉर ऑप्शंस, इट इज मोर फॉर पीपल हु आर इन्वेस्टेड इन द स्टॉक मार्केट, इन म्यूचुअल फंड्स. अगर आपको टाइम सही नहीं मिल जाएगा, आप निकल नहीं पाओगे टाइम पे और फंस जाओगे, और लेने जाओगे तो गलत हो जाएगा. टाइमिंग जरूर सबसे बड़ा टाइमिंग है. टाइमिंग मिल गई तो आप सब काम कर सकते हैं, टाइमिंग नहीं मिली कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे. नमस्ते, जय श्री गणेश.